There we go. Okay. Evening, everyone, and welcome to Kingdom Come Deliverance. I'm Professor McCoy, and I am thrilled, excited even, to start this game with you guys. I've waited for this for quite some time. I actually think I picked this thing up, gosh, when? Last Christmas time, give or take? And I've been waiting. I've been diligently waiting to get around to it in the stream schedule. You guys wanted KOTOR first for Monday, and I think I agreed. Mostly because I didn't want to have medieval fantasy and medieval fantasy on both Tuesdays or on both Mondays and Thursdays. So we're sticking with our usual sort of setup with having our science fiction, our sci-fi game on Monday with KOTOR 2 now, and our sort of medieval, less fantasy, more medieval RPG with Kingdom Come. So I am, like I said, I'm really looking forward to getting into it. I don't know if there's a way from the menu to replay the. No, there's not. I'm looking to see if there's a way to replay the intro, because it plays when you open the game, which is a little bit odd. But what are you going to do? It's okay. It basically explains the backstory of the Holy Roman Empire at the time, and its relationship to Bohemia, where the game takes place, which, to my knowledge, most of my historical studies are, quite frankly, and almost embarrassingly, outside of the medieval period. Most of my historical studies are really from the ancient world. So my undergraduate history, at least, has been mostly sort of late imperial Rome, so the Severan period, especially, just given one of my directors, given one of my mentor type professors. But since then, I've studied a lot of the sort of cultural history, and a lot of the less of the political history. Some of the history of warfare, but more the sort of technological developments in warfare, that sort of thing, as well as a lot of the cultural history of the period, because it maps on quite well to my philosophical studies. Because again, as you may know, if you know who I am and you know a lot of what I talk about, I study the philosophy of roughly this time period, primarily, first and foremost, around the 13th century or so. And this is, I think, the 14th or 15th. I think 15th century this is supposed to be. And I could be wrong about that, and if I'm wrong about that, somebody feel free to correct me, or I'll find out. It might actually be earlier. I'm not sure. But like I said, my philosophical studies are arranged throughout the medieval period, but mostly culminate in that 13th into 14th century with Aquinas and Scotus. So, anyway, without too much further ado, hey Kevin, welcome. Without too much further ado, I am I'm ready to get into it. I'm no, I'm not familiar with the essentials of combat and survival. I'm doing normal mode because I would like to occasionally have a word with you folks. All right, let's see how this goes. I've heard wonderful things about this game, especially considering that it came from a relatively minor new studio. Okay, early 15th century was a time of turmoil in the Holy Roman Empire, which had flourished under the late Emperor Charles IV, but now with his son Wenceslas the Idle on the Bohemian throne was falling into disrepair. The king's inactivity angered many of the nobility, as well as his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary, who decided to— oh my god, that's too fast. All right, whatever, it's fine. Oh, that's nice. Silver Scullets, 1403. Beautiful castle. It's simple, it's very well positioned. My god, that is a very defensible position, albeit a relatively simple castle, which from what I know was actually really the standard at the time. There weren't, most of the castles at the time were not huge fairs. This would actually have been a relatively large castle, although by the 15th century they were getting up there in size. I was about to nitpick about his breastplate shifting, but otherwise that'd be very hard to animate rigid metal armor on top of a model.
Same to you. Today's a Scotch.
This little wooden gatehouse and everything.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Long ago in Skyrim times, and Skyrim the place. Skyrim's more Northern Europe. This is Central Europe. Just as much drinking, a little bit less magic.
Get up now. There's work to be done.
I am trying on a controller first to see how this goes. I may switch to mouse and keyboard, but probably not.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better
Yeah,
pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue.
Same, Henry. Same. Philosophy of the Modern Warfare 2 open beta. I don't know about that. Is there even a single player? Or a storyline or and such? Huh.
A
Unexpected
fine state
visit.
you're in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
Oh ho! By means of the first two choices in this dialogue, you will select your character's default characteristics. If you're not satisfied with them, not to worry. All characteristics can be further developed without limitations. So every Call of Duty has a campaign. I'm just wondering if it has it yet. If it's open beta, I wouldn't think so. All right, chatting in a tavern. I was dancing. It was with Bianca for vitality. Oh, come on. Well, better get used to this already. Well, here we go. Kevin says everyone in European games is British if the market is American. Yes, yeah. Oddly, yes. It's not even made by an American company. Isn't this company Polish? I could be also completely wrong about that, or mixing up with CD Projekt Red. I was working in the Forge. That's a lie. Also, side note, two things. First of all, most of all, just generally about the setup of my stream, if you will, find here, if you like what I'm doing and want to help me continue, feel free to throw some money and get a message up here through ko-fi.com/Professor McCoy. I always appreciate every little bit. And then beyond that, though, more relevantly to the stream, if my head here is in the way of anything, you'll know this better than I will. I'm happy to move. I might go up to that corner or over there, or maybe over there. Probably that corner looks good for now, but we'll see what the user interface looks like once we're actually playing. I'm going to go with speech. I'm going to be talky. for the most part.
Nothing much. Me and the lads were just having a chat in the tavern. Some wayfarer stopped by. He was telling us what's going on in the world, and well, I lost track of time.
Well, I hope he didn't fill your head with nonsense. Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
What else do you think? Yeah, Kevin, so you're familiar with the UI for this, so I might take your word for it. So for now, let's... Oh my... Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm going to move this over here. Me up there. No? I'm going to try this out. I'm just going to try this. Works better anyway. I tend to tilt my face this way because my gaming monitor is over here. But it actually looks like I'm, looking at the game. All right. I'm going to try this and see how it goes. Should I boost speech all the way, or is that dumb? I was with Bianca. Jeez. There we go again. Yeah, I'll try this for now. If I need to move, I'll move. Or even if I need to shrink, I'll shrink. Matthias was teaching me archery. Also, when we say his accent, because the accent of everyone in a European game is British, it's closer to Irish, or at least very like country Irish. Speech might be good when dealing with the nobles. That's true. That is true. You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna go speech. Speech all the way. Actually, you know what? Matthias was teaching me archery. I'll go with that. That seems like a good answer to the question, rather than... And I don't mind agile characters. I like agile characters in general, so that'll be good.
No, it's just... Matthias was teaching me archery.
Archery? Do you want to become a poacher? Have you any idea of the punishment for that? And where did you get a bow, anyway?
Oh, come on. I've no interest in poaching. It's just a bit of fun.
Oh yeah, they're very non-English.
Christ, give me strength. Just don't do anything stupid. For the love of God. Promise.
I promise.
Okay. Yeah, so, go to the sword fighting lesson. Cool. Archer's great too, a bit more challenging than usual games. Cool. Very cool. I assume there'd be a good bit of steadying and such from what I've seen. Yeah. Oh. No, I'm okay. I was getting laggy for a second. Just me up here, though. Imagine when someone decides to put a metal ball inside a metal engraved tube and fill it with gunpowder. Well, they had metal balls in metal tubes filled with gunpowder. Oh, everything is getting a little bit jittery. I have to keep an eye on that. Dropping some frames. If that keeps up, let me know. I might need to turn a thing or two down. Oh my. Yeah, I do think, like I said though, that yeah, there 1403. Yeah, there was basic. There were basic things like cannons and whatnot. I wonder if I can just hold on a second. Hold on a second. Property. Can I? No. Turn that off. Custom resolution. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Let's turn my video resolution down. Oh, hello. Why am I narrow? Oh, I know why. It's because I'm dumb. Okay, hold on. I can fix this. I can fix this. Balls. Is that better? Sorry about that. I just had, so to explain what all just happened, in case I don't know how long I was muted, I just turned the audio, I just turned the video quality down on my face camera because it's small and up in the corner, and I'm a male streamer rather than a female streamer. It shouldn't really matter. So it hopefully that should cut down on some of the jitters. All right, let's see.
Father angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was. And you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain, but he needs your help, Henry.
I know. Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good. He always says his knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
Can I get something to eat?
I left some breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere as usual.
That's unfair.
Really? So where were you until the small hours last night?
I was with Bianca, of course.
You mean at Bianca's tavern? And who was there with you? No, don't tell me, let me guess. Matthew and Fritz. Well, at least you were with Bianca. You should hold on to that one, Hal. She's a clever girl. And invite her for supper sometime. Your father's very fond of her.
Of course he is. He thinks he'll be able to wheedle the secret of beer brewing out of her.
You're right there. You'd think he was planning to become a brewer in his dotage. Still, that's your father for you. At least he's interested in something, unlike you lot. You're too busy getting into mischief to do an honest day's work. If Fritz and Matthew carry on this way, they'll wind up swinging one day. You mark my words.
Do you need me to do anything, Ma?
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
All right. Oh, hi, cat. There's a cat behind me. She's making noises. Oh, lordy, it's first person. I did not expect first person. Apple. What's all this, then? What's inventory? Or no, down. Oh my god, I love the artwork. It's amazing. Oh my god, that's awesome. Fantastic. That cat is just up to no good. Let's scarf down our breakfast. Or let's sit and then scarf down our breakfast. That seems more civilized. All right, cool. Is that all? What's the rest of this? Is there something to drink? Do I need something to drink? Oh, there's a rushlight lantern. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so here. I'm gonna be like freaking out about a bunch of wacky, dumb little historical things like throughout this entire game. So forewarning, if you're not into that, then I'm sorry, it's coming. That right down there is a rushlight lantern. That is one of the simplest method. That's one of the simplest means of lantern, like fire production, light source, which is basically just a rope and it's dipped in usually fat in a little bowl with a little spout like that, and so you drape it up so part of it is sitting up, so it works basically just like a wick lantern, except it doesn't need it doesn't need an adjuster, it doesn't need anything like that. If you need to adjust it, you just scooch it or scooch it back, easy peasy. God, I love it. It's so simple and it's brilliant. It is the easy little peasant's lantern. All right. Ooh, cheese. Love some cheese. Wait, is this his bedroom? Where's the bed? I suppose this was not his bedroom, because ordinarily there would be something like a bed. Yeah, let's eat. No, can't add anything to the pot for cooking yet. Huh. Close the door. Grab those apples. Don't have a lockpick. Okay, I wanted to try it. The world are... Oh, turnips. Or parsnips. Cool. And... What? Ooh, stealthy. Your light and your clothing. Cool. Alright. Kevin says, I'm so happy with this. A great game with a great teacher and enthusiast commenting. I have only a small amount of expertise when it comes to, like I said, when it comes to medieval material history and such. My expertise is in the sort of thought of the time period, more so than about how the common people lived. What I know is from a course or two on material history, or sort of material cultural, that kind of thing, and from other sort of non-academic sources like YouTube. Honestly, Shadiversity is phenomenal on this stuff, and he actually did a full review of this castle from a sort of proper medieval architectural design standpoint. I'll go ahead and put a link to that in the description after the fact. He's actually somebody I'd love to see do a nice full stream of this game. Kevin says lockpicking pissed me off greatly when I first tried it, which only made me happier. Okay, yeah, I dig it. File dongs. Very nice. Oof. Hey, Pa.
What's the matter with you, Henry? Didn't you hear me calling you?
Okay, persuasion. Need powers of persuasion to achieve your goals. You can simply use speech, which, however, is influenced by reputation you have at the moment, the person you're talking to. In the Middle Ages, social status was paramount, so the quality of your attire and how well-groomed you are, together with your reputation, can make a big difference to how people respond to you. Sounds good. So far, so good. Makes sense. I agree. If you look dangerous, people will be afraid to cross you, and you will be also more willing to assign risky tasks to you. That's influenced mainly by your strength and the deterrent effect of your weapons and equipment, but other things are also taken into account, such as blood stains on your clothes. Wow, okay. You can sometimes rely on money to do the talking for you. You have to agree on a persuasive sum. Bribing people works in the same way as shopping, trade, and haggling. In special cases, you can try any other skill, e.g., horsemanship. Not only the manner of persuasion that's important, but it's also the specific offer, because sometimes it's not enough just to choose according to your highest characteristics. You have to really read what you're going to say. Okay, so it matters about who you're talking to and under what circumstances, what I'm gathering. Different approaches work on different people. Oh, like I just said, you won't intimidate a tough brawler easily, no matter how well you dress. You won't impress and no matter how well you dress, you won't impress the nobility easily. That's because Henry's abilities aren't simply assigned a universal value, but compared with the abilities of his counterpart. You can see the values of various abilities in the game under the corresponding icons. You can always see your own abilities. Your counterpart's abilities are visible to you if someone's you know well, or if you're skilled at reading people when empathetic. Oh, cool. So there's a perk for that. This has a really in-depth RPG system. I forgot about that. I mean, I knew it did. Cool. Reputation with your counterpart. Henry versus a guard. Speech, charisma, and strength. Not about just stats, though. Outcome is influenced by other factors, reputation, dirty or bleeding. Can't outdo the nimble tongue of a merchant, for example. You may want to poison him a little first. That seems sudden. He may be easier to persuade. Or if you lead a guard away from his friends, it'd be easier to scare. Oh, okay. All right, that makes a little more sense. I have a sweetened red wine in a goblet. Delightful. Okay. He likes us. He likes me. So let's just go with this.
Sorry, Father. I was taking a stroll and lost track of time. Somehow I had a feeling I was seeing everything for the first time.
How, my boy? When are you going to get some sense? Anyway, we've a
How?
lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzik, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal.
Yeah, very
Run
appropriate.
to the market
Oh, and a
buy
coffee, of
bag
course.
from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure, I'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzik's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? All right. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now. Work won't wait.
All right. Seems awfully defensive about Bianca. Oh my god, those first couple of notes, I thought that was Oblivion. Alright, bag of charcoal to the market. Well, first, quest log. Ooh. Debt first. The debt from Kanesh. Let's do that first. Wait, how do I get out of here? Where's the gatehouse? That wonderful gate. There it is. That wonderful, gorgeous gatehouse I was seeing. Okay, so one thing that confuses me a bit. These appear to be doors to nothing. Like, this looks like it should be doors to a palisade, but there is no palisade. I suppose it's a door that you put up a ladder to get up there. Maybe that's it. They've pulled up the ladder, maybe? Is there a murder hole? Aw, man. Oh, there's a portcullis. Oh, there's a portcullis. Oh, alright, sweet. I would have hoped there was a murder hole. But there's not. Just a portcullis, which is nice. Alright. Oh, man. Let's discover the charcoal burner. Alright. Trader.
May the Lord watch over you.
Amen. And you, miss. Hey, Kanesh.
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer, and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
You know you owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
Let's see. I am not a brawly kind of guy. I'm gonna try and convince him. I'm gonna try and speech check him.
Look, I know things aren't easy. Wife ran off, booze is dear these days, and you're as much use as a square wheel. It's no wonder you're short of coin.
That wasn't very nice,
The
Henry.
debt's a debt, and I can't leave here without something.
You son of a whore. How dare you speak to me like that? Didn't your thieving father teach you any manners? No? Well, I'll teach you then. Bye-bye.
Time to learn combat. Alright, right trigger is hook. Jab. Kick. Lock. Unlock. Block. Left one's block. Okay. Okay, cool.
Herrgott.
God!
Ow! Jeez. Ow!
I'm over here.
Oh, this isn't good.
Here.
I'm not good at this. Oh no. I'm not a brawler.
You had it coming, you pup.
Oh
Your
god.
old man can fuck off too.
Okay, well that didn't turn out well. Ow. Let's limp back home. Oh gosh. Alright, let's go limp back home to mom. Zero health, red bar on the lower edge. Okay. Determines the maximum level of stamina. Okay. So what's the white bar? Is that injuries? Mom, I got a boo-boo. Oh, God. Oh, man.
Ma? Ma! I'm hurt. Won't stop bleeding.
Oh, now, stop squealing like a baby.
My
and
God,
show
he's
me
so
that.
whiny. I
There
mean,
you are,
understandable.
good as new. You ought to learn to do that yourself.
Thanks, Ma.
Okay, well that's better, I guess. Gosh. Oh, okay. What? Okay. Overall health and stamina limit. So that's reduced by injuries. I take it. All right. Cool. All right then. I'm not gonna go fight him again. Not yet. Not yet. Maybe I can steal it. Oh wow, this place is a mess. I'm not supposed to be in here, but that's okay, I think.
A locked chest.
Lockpick
I'll
from
need a lockpick
Fritz.
to get into that.
Okay,
Fritz
so if I
might
can get a
have one.
lockpick from Fritz, I can break into the guy's chest. Could just stand around, wait for him to take a whiz. I doubt that'll work. Okay. Well, I guess we should go talk to Fritz. God, he's got so much wood. Wait, map is what, down? Okay. You'll be very surprised and proud if I break into the chest on the first go. Well, I'm gonna try it. All right, I'm gonna give it a shot. It's a better alternative than getting my ass kicked brawling again. Or I don't know, maybe it's not. I'll try it and we'll see what happens. Okay, so oh, let's full screen the map. There we go. Make a charcoal. Where's Fritz? Sword fighting lesson, huh? Yeah, I don't know. I'll find Fritz. I need to find Fritz. Oh yeah, the music is actually rather authentic too. Very nice. Very nice. So authentic as far as I know. Again, I never specialized at all in sort of pre-modern music. Although I know some things about stuff like instrumentation, scale progressions, and things like that. Oh no. Where's the tavern? I'm assuming Fritz is going to be in the tavern. And which one is that?
Have a look at these cucumbers. They'll stay firm all winter. Buy them before someone else does.
Oh, up is... Trader. Oh, tavern's behind me. Got it. It's over there. Oh, it's outside. Oh, nice. Oh, cool. There's little, like... Scala's Tavern. Nice little outdoor seating lot.
You can't be serious, Deutsch. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
Across the street, yeah,
He
of
had
course.
to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tatars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope
God be with
is
you,
opposed
Henry.
to your king.
I'm with you, Matthew.
So such lords as
What's going on here?
Deutsch is spouting shit.
What? Just listen and you'll hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
It's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal.
These guys dress very nicely.
Wenceslas commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your deed will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
and don't forget about Kuttenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but...
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do?
I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
You're too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory?
Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house.
You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some tears will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king.
So,
I mean...
Are you with us?
Okay. I was hellish for Henry. I mean, okay, cool, but... Alright, I'll do it, but I need your help. Because I need a lockpick and stuff.
Alright, I'll do it. But then you have to give me a hand with something.
What do you need?
Krunesh owes money to father and doesn't want to pay. I tried talking to him, but he wouldn't listen.
Yeah, I tried talking to him.
I need more than words to get money out of him, and I can't handle it on my own.
No problem, we'll back you up. Just as soon as we're done plastering Deutsch's house.
I'll be happy to sort out that drunken oaf.
Alright, let's go while Deutsch is still sitting safely in the tavern.
Examine yourself, Fritz. Okay, let's go to Deutsch's house and shit all over it. Oh, I see. It's the freshly whitewashed one. Funny thing, whitewashing is actually a very common thing to do to a lot of houses, and it's not just decorative, but also, I mean, it is, a lot of it is decorative. Oh, that's not Deutsch's house. That's just another freshly whitewashed one. It's not just decorative. Oh, it is. Okay. It's not just decorative, but it's also protective. It's a ceiling layer of plaster and... Oh gosh, what? Lime, I think? Over the either wood and or wattle and daub that you'll find in a house, and it protects it from the elements, which is nice. It's a cool little practical thing that also has a very, very good aesthetic characteristic.
Or not? Wait, we have to check that the coast is clear.
Why? Deutsch is in the tavern.
But maybe you noticed after all these years that he has a wife and a son.
And that's a problem?
Aye, it is. Henry, you go and lure her away somehow.
Why me?
Because you're the clever one.
Yeah.
That's bad news. I'm the clever one.
What do you want, lad?
I just went by the tavern, and your husband was in there talking nonsense. I thought someone should take him home before he gets himself in trouble.
What sort of nonsense?
Well, he kept saying that Sigismund was right and King Wenceslas is a drunkard, that sort of thing. Some people took exception, so I thought...
God almighty, the fool. Next thing he'll start on about the popes.
He might have mentioned the popes too.
Thank you for telling me. I just hope I can catch him before he gets into another fight.
That was smart. That was pretty good. Wait, I have perk points to spend. I should do that. Alright, what about the daughter? Do I need to lure her away too, or is she not inside? Oh, never mind. Reputation lost. With whom? Deutsch, I guess. Yeah.
What are you waiting for, soldier? Fire the trebuchet! For king and country!
For king and country, my ass. This is all good, clean, fun.
Nearly as good as having that traitor in the pillory. Nearly. Now that would be sweet.
That's for Sigismund.
Woohoo! Eat shit, Docious.
You bastards! What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Hey, Hans, can't you see? We're decorating your house
Oh,
for you.
no.
It's like your old man was saying in the tavern about that traitor Sigismund. We're just doing what we have to do.
Oh, sons! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
Oh, I'd like to see you try. What are you doing here, Zbigniew? Hanging out
Oh,
with this
boy.
boxy Deutscher? Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
Oh, no.
Fucker! I'll make you pay for that.
Come on, get it. Yeah.
Okay, he's down.
What are you doing? For God's sake! Stop right now! The catch pole is on his way!
Run, you coward!
How do I run? Oh, I hold B. Okay, got it.
God be with you, Henry.
Okay. Oh my gosh. All right. So that was cool. That worked out well. That was a mess. That was dumb. It was very dumb. That was neat. All right. I always love the little like tutorial areas where you're just kind of hanging out, getting into trouble, anticipating what will come, will inevitably come later, and horrible. Oh gosh. All right. Anyway, so some of the things that I was actually wanting to mention, wanting to talk about tonight. So first of all, class this week has been very fun so far. Not so far. Has been very fun. As I mentioned on Monday, I got to talk about some wildly controversial things on Tuesday because we were talking about logic and therefore the illogical. And that also included, I was talking about slippery slope fallacy and some various things that are not slippery slopes, but kind of seem like it, or by reputation seem like it. I was talking about appeals to authority, and how appealing to authority is, again, entirely pointless if you're just appealing to authority rather than an authority figure's argument. If you're appealing to their argument, then great. If you're just appealing to it as authority, then you're wasting your time. Did I just follow? Yeah, I'll just follow them. Yeah, we're kind of covered in blood. Maybe we should wash our clothes, huh? Alright, guys. So that was a lot of fun. And then today, I got to do one of my favorite lectures of any semester, which is, what is a sandwich? We got to try and define what a sandwich is, and try and fail for a solid, 40 minutes or so, until we figured out that being and goodness are convertible, as I always mention. Sort of as a lead-in to talking about Anselm's ontological argument. Wash tub, huh? Should I wait until after I do this quest? Or wait, no. Oh, no. Yeah, kind of bloody. Where do I log up? Where do I not log up? Level up. How do I level up? Oh wait. Oops. %30 longer without food. Manly odor. 50% more charisma when talking to women. Or people will smell you a mile off, reducing your stealth by 30. Oh my god. Oh, Night Rider. Okay. Increases sight distance of fast travel. So you notice events in the way sooner. Okay. Worse the bed, the better you sleep. I don't know if I like that. Man. I don't know what to do about all these. I'm just gonna wait. I don't exactly know what to do yet with my my skills and such.
There's
Oh
this
wait.
locked chest I need to get into.
Really? An honest trade not good enough for you anymore?
It's just that someone has something that doesn't belong to him, and I want to take it back.
If you say so. It's not skin off my nose anyway. I've got some lockpicks you can have. But if you get caught, you didn't get them from me.
Never heard of you. Thanks, Fritz.
Okay. Scout can be helpful evading baddies. Okay. Maybe I'll think about that one. Okay. Well, he did not seem to object to me walking into his house. Hey, Disciple Mike. Says, great game. I think I agree so far. Erica says, might be a little too late for this, but were you going to do a themed run, like playing a character, just play yourself? I'm trying to play Henry as seems appropriate for Henry. Since he is, he's, at least it seems to me, a character in his own right. Let's see. Help. Okay. As the cursor turns gold. Okay. New spares. Start the actual lockpicking pressing only A. Got it. Okay. How close you are to the sweet spot is indicated by the size of the cursor. Turns gold when you find it. You then have to use the lockpick L, left stick, turn the whole lock mechanism. At the same time, you have to coordinate the movement of the lockpick with the rotation of the mechanism. The rotation shifts the position of the sweet spot. Oh, okay. Try and turn the mechanism without having the lockpick in the correct position. The mechanism will stick, which will damage the lockpick or even break it. Any damage to the lockpick will produce a noise. Okay. Oof. Is it? Okay, let me see. Okay, so not over there. Sweet spot is right here. Darn it! They break one. Okay, let's try this again. There's a modified version that simplifies it, huh? Okay. Henry and most of the characters in this game are very well written. That's the impression I've always gotten from this. So, right there. Damn it. Okay. Getting there. Getting there. Am I breaking a lockpick each time here, or is it just damaging it? It doesn't tell me if it broke. It just tells me it failed. Ah! Did I just use all my lockpicks? Oh my god. Really? Yeah, it's breaking. Okay.
Locked chest. I'll need a lockpick to get into that. Fritz might have one.
Okay, well, let's try this again. I was making some progress. I did much better the third time than I did the first. So, hey Fritz, can I have some more? I'm an idiot.
Oh, we sorted that Deutsch out.
That was pretty close, eh?
That old bastard didn't stand a chance.
True, but I'm worried that fucker Hans will snitch on us.
Well, let him. Then I'll snitch on him. And anyway, what can they do to us for throwing a bit of dung?
Good point. It's not as if anyone really likes the Deutsch.
Takes a bit of time to get the hang of it. It's easier with a controller. Oh no. How can it possibly be easier with a controller? Oh my god.
Anyway, nice job at the Deutsches. Never a dull moment with you lot.
God. Alright, let's see if you guys can help me out with Ganesh. And I still need more lockpicks, but whatever.
Sure, mate. You helped us, so we'll help you.
Let's get to it then.
Okay, let's go beat this guy up. Why is Fritz dressed so relatively nicely? Oh, it's easier.
Get out here, you old goat. I've something
Less
to show
easier.
you.
Okay. Why do you put the axe down?
What the fuck are you here for? You want me to take a whip to you or call a catchpole?
Just try it, you old drunk.
Jesus Christ!
Ow. Ow.
Enough! Enough! I give up. Take what you want. It's not much, but it's all I have. You understand?
Yeah. Yep, I do. I appreciate that. It really is just the hammer and nails. Oh, God. There's nothing else in here. Alright, well, I guess I have to sell the hammer and nails, huh? Oh, it's easier with the mouse and keyboard. Oh, thank God. Okay. Whew. Well, I mean, that's at least something. Thanks.
May the Lord watch over you, Henry. God be with you. Do you need anything?
I'll trade. Let's try haggling.
Let's talk about the price.
Sure, why not?
Okay, so works both ways, whether you want to buy cheap or sell dear. Exactly the amount you want to get or get, to pay or get, with up or down to confirm they respond to your offer. If your answer is a refusal, they'll make a counter offer and wait for your response. Okay. This letter can be moved in one direction or the other. You or the trader does not have enough money. Dragging out the haggling to one offer after another will gradually try the trader's patience and generally drop the haggling completely. Okay. Okay, so. Let's try
Satisfied?
2.
That sounds pretty interesting. A little less, and I'll be satisfied.
Fine.
I knew we'd come to an arrangement.
I should have gone higher. Oh well, it's fine. That should be good. Should be good enough. Then what? Let's see. Yeah, watch your food. Some items will spoil. Interesting. Okay, I gotta keep an eye on that. Alright. Sword fighting lesson, which I should probably do next. Buy ale. Charcoal. Crossguard. We should do the crossguard next. Let's do the sword fighting lesson, then the crossguard, because we don't want to be lugging ale around while it warms up. So, yeah, I'm gonna eat some food. Freshness, this is going down, so let's eat it. That's good. And an apple. Another. Okay. Okay. No wait, that's the...
Hey, Pip, do you want to learn something?
No, I don't think so.
I do.
Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
It was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when her son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death.
It's
the
true.
question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. The world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
All right. I wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual.
Phoenix says yesterday's great wound was canonically dealt by Teresa the Milkmaid. Wait, really? I actually believe that. I'm not sure. Kevin says also eating too much will make you a great big fatso and your health and stamina will drop a little. Oh, really? Okay, I gotta keep that in mind. So yeah, I got to talk about sandwiches today in class, which is always dearly fun, dearly fun. One of my favorite, like I said, one of my favorite lessons to teach. I have a pre-recorded version of it, of roughly that lesson. In the DLC you can play as Teresa. You duel Henry and wipe the floor with him. But yeah, I will. I'll put a link to my talk about, or my I guess classroom discussion about what is a sandwich, in the description after the fact, and I'll put it in the philosophy channel in Discord. Again, if you're not in there, check the description. Let's see. Let's start this thing.
Can we get started?
Yes.
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you so far.
Which is nothing, because I have... Oh, I do have a sword, okay.
Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself. Fine. All right. All right. Very good. Nice. The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times. Fine. Not bad. All right. Good, good. Let's try something else. One strike, I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another. Good. Once again. Now you're getting it.
Okay, getting the hang of this.
Not bad. Again.
Okay. Matt Walsh's new documentary, What is a Sandwich? I mean, it's a difficult question. It's a legitimately difficult question. Oh, slash and thrust, huh? Sandwich is a thing that identifies as a sandwich.
You have to work and work. And the main
That was my
thing
Matt
is to
Walsh. It
use
wasn't
what
very
you
good.
learned in real combat. There's nothing better than experience, believe me.
Disciple Mike says, haha, Phoenix. A sandwich is whatever you feel like it is. Modern materialist. I feel like Matt Walsh asking the African tribesmen. Gosh, no, it's actually difficult to get through to students about these things somewhat. Because, again, there's this instinct to think that, well, a sandwich is kind of whatever we want to call a sandwich, right? They're very much nominalist. A lot of modern students are very nominalistic when it comes to definitions of things, and especially nominalistic in a broadly speaking, in an incoherent sort of way. Not even in a sort of robust philosophical nominalism, just a sort of unthinking sort. Oh hey, I can use. Sword. What's Scout? Knight Rider, no. Ascetic? I'm gonna go with Scout. A sandwich is delicious. The problem with that kind of thing is definition, because it is a definition, it's just a poor one. That is the sort of definition that, for example, that Euthyphro gives for what is piety. And it's really more like an example, or a quality that some sandwiches have, rather than as something essential to it, or a definition, which sets out necessary and sufficient conditions which capture the essence of the thing involved. And so that's like by asking, that's like the people who answer "what is a woman" with, a woman, or somebody who identifies as a woman, or worse yet, I am. Or a woman is strong, is powerful, is whatever else. You know the drill. I'm gonna take a bath first. I just realized that. Wash tub. Mommy, I'm dirty. Where is the wash tub exactly? Is it inside? Oh, pantry. Oops, sorry. Sorry, Ma. Where is the wash tub? Disciple Mike says, the living tradition of the deposit of faith, of the metaphysical reality of sandwichness. Yeah, you mock, but like the metaphysical property of sandwichness is basically what I was winding up talking about. Now, the deposit of faith has basically nothing to say about it, unfortunately, so we're on our own as far as that goes. Sadly. Says, I'm not sure... I'm sure it's actually a great philosophical thing to talk about. Well, yeah, and the point of the exercise, right? There's a couple of points to the exercise. Primarily, though, it is trying to get students to wrap their heads around definitions which involve essences and that involve functions. Oh, here it is. Wash tub. Essences are difficult for students to grasp, like what is a cup and what distinguishes it from a mug. Two completely different things with related functions. Could you have, for example, a mug made out of mud? No. Not if it's, at least not if it's unfired. And the reason for that is because it would not do what a mug is supposed to do. Or out of paper, for example. If you made a very, very elaborate, like paper mache or origami mug, it wouldn't actually do. It wouldn't actually do what a mug is supposed to do. Similarly, a toy sandwich or a picture of a sandwich is not one; it is a fake one. It's an imitation of a sandwich because it doesn't actually do what a sandwich is supposed to do. The most common example of this is an art piece, a modern art piece that I actually like, which is called The Treachery of Images. If you've seen this, it's a picture of a pipe, and it says in French, "This is not a pipe" underneath. And whoa, and we can here we go. We can contrast it to this. Right? This is a pipe. However, the image of this thing that you see on your screen in the sort of top left corner, right? That isn't one. That is an imitation of this one that I'm holding in my hand. Because they're different things, or they are what you are seeing is a less real imitation of the real thing. This is the kind of thinking that I have to get my students to wrap their heads around so they can start understanding things like Anselm's ontological argument and really just medieval philosophy in general, which is essentialist as opposed to nominalist, whereas we're mostly nominalist, like our society. Let's see, am I actually clean? Are my clothes clean? Yeah, nice. My clothes are clean too. Phoenix said, materialist, yo mama is delicious, therefore yo mama is a sandwich. Philosophy doesn't exist anymore, now everything is relative and material. Yeah. But I do point out, a sandwich has to be food. And food is defined by its purposes, by its functions, what it does. So it's for the purpose of eating and providing nutrition for the body. If it doesn't do that, it's not a sandwich. I came for the crossguard. Or should I? No, crossguard first. Business, then pleasure.
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and pommel. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Oh my gosh. Kevin asks, was the action of sandwiching prior to the food item?
Shame
No,
I can't keep
they're
the sword
equivalent.
for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed.
That
See you
seems
later
like
in the
foreshadowing
tavern.
to me.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
Nice. On Garrison. But yeah, no, it seems like, it seems to me at least that the act of sandwiching, that is, doing what a sandwich does, is necessarily coterminous with the sandwich itself. Now, there is the open question between the Platonic and Aristotelian models of essentialism, between whether the essence or the form of a sandwich pre-existed actual sandwiches, Like in 1403, for example. Right? Was there such a thing as a sandwich, even though no one had invented it yet? I would say no, and that's because I'm something of a creativist. I do think that essences exist independently, but that they are created. This is contra. This is not exactly the Aristotelian position, whereas essences only inhere in their substances and the things that they are. But it's not exactly Platonist, where all ideas exist in the mind of God. I would argue that that ideas exist independently, again in the mind of God, when we invent them, and so we tell him about them. So they exist in the mind of God eternally, because God is eternal, but only as a sort of result of our invention. And this is a very unorthodox theory. This is a very unorthodox theory of forms, so don't take this as anything like gospel. But it's my view, and that I've kind of come up with as a sort of trying to split a middle position here. And it's generally based on a scotistic notion, so scotist, or Duns Scotus, a scotistic notion of human creativity. So, and he was roughly Platonist. And he kind of split the difference between Plato and Aristotle, so yeah, there you go. Phoenix says, thanks for the stream. I gotta catch it during my tea break. I'm gonna rewatch this when I get the chance. I look forward to it. Or I hope you look forward to it. And I hope you enjoy it. It should be fun. I've been having a great time so far. What do I need to? Oh, I need to buy charcoal next. I've been having a great time with this so far. I just love the atmosphere of this because it's so well designed. And something I really love is that everything medieval isn't depicted as dirty. Everything is nice, everything is pretty, everyone's wearing bright colors, which is very appropriate for 15th century. It's like bright greens, bright reds, very little blue, you'll notice, because blue is expensive and hard to clean. But you don't find just drab browns, really at all. Almost nobody is wearing brown, except for things that are low to the ground, maybe. Because brown just indicates dirty. Everyone's wearing bright colors. Oh my god. It's almost like they put historical effort into this. It's crazy.
Day.
Let's talk trade. Charcoal. Charcoal is wood burnt in kilns by pyrolysis without influx of air. Used primarily in forges and smelting works, and to a lesser extent in alchemy for its filtration property. Interesting. Is wood burnt in kilns by pyrolysis without influx of air? What the hell does that mean? I think we just... Wait, how many do we need? Hold on. Here, I'll just use clickies. Main quests. Buy a bag of charcoal at the market. I need 10. Oh god. I barely have enough money for this. I need 10. Okay.
Good luck then.
Let's haggle.
Let's have a word about the price.
Naturally.
Okay, since I'm buying a whole bag of 10 units of charcoal. I'm gonna offer low.
This is a waste of time.
Oh, okay, that low? Okay, I'm very sorry. Darn it.
Let's have a word about the price.
Aye.
Okay, let's try 7.
Tough luck.
Damn it, really? Really? You're fine.
Take care.
I'm gonna have to pay full price for this, aren't I? Which is literally all my money.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Naturally. Forget it then.
Okay, well, my reputation keeps going down here, and I don't like this. I'm disappointed by this, but okay, fine. I'm being stupid. Just close the deal. You know what? Fine. I don't have enough money. No.
Can we do something about the price?
Aye?
I don't have enough money. He wants 6 for it. Damn it. Oh, I've got apples. Oh, that's true. I can sell some apples. That is true. I don't know if that's going to be enough, but I'll try it. What if I sell them to the grocer?
Good health to you.
And to you, ma'am.
God be with you.
How about I sell all of them? I have cheese too. Okay, let's haggle on this. How much am I going to get for this?
About the price?
Aye.
All right, let's see.
What do you say to this?
A nice sum. Just lower your demands a little and we'll agree.
Okay. How about...
What about this?
Compromise.
I'd almost shake on that. Almost.
Oh, man, come on. Fine.
That's a sum I can live with.
Alright, well, that's something. That is hopefully enough. Am I going to have to start stealing things to sell? Alright, actually, how much money do I have? That's actually a good question. I have 6.7. Gold? Coin? No, I can't sell my clothes. Price 6.
Let's have a word about the price.
Sure, why not?
Okay, so I can pay the full amount, but I'm gonna try 5.6.
Since it's you.
He doesn't like me
I'd
anymore,
almost
though.
shake on that. Almost.
Okay, went down a little bit. How about there?
See now, I knew we'd come to an agreement.
Okay. No, okay, we're okay. We're fine. And we come home with a little pocket change. A little, not a lot. Okay, let's run home. Oh, wait. Ale. Still need to buy ale. I don't have pocket change. Yeah, chicken coops. Let's sell some eggs, I guess. Thanks, Kevin. That's good thinking. This is the chicken coops, right? Rob? Wait. I thought that was our chicken coop. Alright, well, I didn't realize I needed to sneak. I didn't realize I needed to sneak there because I didn't realize I was stealing. Okay, fine. It's probably okay.
Greetings.
Apples, cucumbers, onions, come get 'em.
Here's your change. Thanks for your custom.
Hi there, buddy.
Greetings. See you later.
So.
That's stolen. What are you trying on me? Get the hell out of here.
How do you know that? God damn it.
Green cabbage.
Okay, so I can't steal. I can't really sell those, can I?
Maybe you should have done that a long time ago.
Maybe I can make something out of it. How do we craft? Oh, okay. So I don't actually know how to craft anything. I know who cobwebs those up, blasted thief. Yeah, apparently. What is this? Gosh. Okay.
All right, blacksmith boy, you got the better of me. Take what you want, but you haven't heard the last of this.
That'll work. I got his axe. Anything else of his? So maybe around his chicken coop. No. Okay. So just the axe. Horse. Might be some flowers, huh? Okay, maybe. Can I sell the axe at the general store?
God's blessings. Good luck then.
Price 2.1, huh? All right, let's talk her up a little bit.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Naturally.
I'll try some flowers in a bit. I'll see what I can find there.
Satisfied?
That's better. Drop it a bit more and we'll call it a deal.
Okay. How about 2.3?
This is a waste of time.
Oh, darn it, really? I'm very sorry, ma'am. I'll try again.
Goodbye.
Let's talk about the price.
Sure.
Since it's you.
Close. Drop the price a bit more and we'll shake on it.
Really? Okay, fine.
I'll go for
Fine. All right. I'm gonna search around for, as you said, maybe flowers. Maybe flowers. And let's see. That sort of thing be back here.
Who's there?
Robbing? No, not. Excuse me. The trash pit. Ah, it's that part of town. I see. Hello, cow. Okay.
How are you?
Oh, should have said hi. Oh well. Alright. Oh, here. Well, there are flowers, but nothing seemed to be. If you steal groschen, I don't think it's tradable. What's Groschen? So, while I'm wandering about and seeing if there's anything I can find and scavenge up for a few coins, and washing. Oh, gold. Okay, Groschen is gold. Okay. That actually makes sense. It's German. Oh, I don't have lockpicks, though, so that doesn't help me much. Oh, it's not traceable. I thought you said tradable. I misread. Okay, that's helpful. That is helpful. I'm gonna look into that. Oh. Can't really steal from Deutsch if he's right by his house. No. Nothing here. Did he just go in? No. I think I'm safe. No.
Hey, who's there?
Nobody. Bye. Don't worry about it. No big deal. Anyway, so one of the things I've been thinking about and I found very interesting is this a scarecrow? That's so cool. It's a wildly primitive scarecrow. I love it. All right. Anyway, sorry. I've been watching. Been gradually getting through those orange flowers and marigolds. Something you can pick. Really, it didn't look like it. Let me go back there and see if I can do that. Oh, and with you, thank you, and with your spirit, as they say. As we say now. Where were they? I saw them, but oh, this. Nettles. Oh, nettles. Gather more. Any more? Gather more. Okay, good. This is very sellable. All right. Anyway, at least I hope so. There's marigolds. So what I was saying, I've been watching the most recent EFAP, every frame of pause, 204, which has been about Rings of Power episodes 3 and 4, I guess, the more recent two, and oh my gosh, are they going crazy? Because it was an 11.5-hour stream, and they didn't even get to super chats or anything. It was purely 11.5 hours on nothing but the 2 episodes of Rings of Power. So that's like 3 hours worth over the course of 11.5. Unbelievably long. And for a while there, for a fairly large portion of the stream, where I'm at right now, so for at least 40 minutes or so, 40 minutes or more, they digressed massively away from the content of the show and went entirely about Tolkien's lore. And because they had a little platoon on as a guest, who's great. He is so you know how they have EFAP tends to have a bunch of different accents. You've got Mauler, who's Welsh. You've got Fringy, who's Australian. You got Rags, who's American. Now, Little Platoon is English, and so they've sort of completed the set, if you will. And at a couple of points when Fringy mentioned that he had to go, Mauler started referring to Little Platoon as New Fringy, which was nice. Anyway, though, a lot of what I wanted to mention, a lot of what I wanted to point out came about, oh gosh, what was it? 9.5 hours in. Where they're, like I said, digressing completely away from the topic of the Rings of Power and talking about Tolkien's actual legendarium and talking about the comparative hardness and softness of its magic system, which is really hard to nail down. And Little Platoon gave an argument that I had never heard before, because usually Tolkien is a go-to example of a soft magic system, because it's not clear to the reader exactly what the capabilities of the magic are. And that is certainly the case in The Hobbit and in The Lord of the Rings. When you're, those which are from the perspective of hobbits. Because hobbits know basically nothing about the ways of the elder race of the Eldar and the whether the Eldar or the Ainur or the ways of high folk. And so magic is very mystical to hobbits. And so it is it's depicted as a very soft magic system in at least in the books that we are probably most familiar with, that is The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. However, all these nettles, I'm doing a favor to everybody. I'm weeding the road. But the Little Platoon made an argument that Lord of the Rings is a comparatively hard magic system. Which is odd, because I've never heard anyone claim that before. I've never heard anybody claim that The Lord of the Rings is, oh my god, that's too many nettles. All right, I'll come back to these if I need to. What's this? Thistle. Typically, like I said, it's thought of as a soft magic system. And why he said it's hard, it is a comparatively hard magic system, is in comparison, which is a common comparison, I suppose, to something like Harry Potter. I've seen it compared or contrasted, I suppose, with Harry Potter before, but usually in the terms of Harry Potter being comparatively hard, a hard magic system, because the spells and such do very specific things, and it's very clear what the capabilities of magic are. Whereas Lord of the Rings, magic serves more like a plot device. And so, because magic serves more of a mystical plot device, something which is not understood by the chief narrators of the books, it seems softer. However, he pointed out, that is, the Little Platoon pointed out here, that even though it seems to be a relatively soft magic system, that's only because we, the reader, are not meant to understand it without going into the deeper lore. But if we go into the deeper lore, he pointed out that all of the magic and everything that's set up, even in The Lord of the Rings, even in The Hobbit, to a lesser degree, because that's a little bit more fantastical, I suppose, that a lot of what's set up is built upon a very thoroughly developed and rule-guided system, the systematic understanding of the world. And so he pointed out the powers of the three rings in particular, say the elven rings of power, are all innately connected to each one to one of the Valar. And so because of that innate connection to one of the Valar, they have this there's this specific limitation and understanding to each one of them. And because of this specific limitation and their specific powers that are set up to each of the rings, it's very carefully laid out what each one is capable of and why. And it's because each one is related very closely to one of the Valar, and therefore to essential parts of creation. And so all this was to point out that Tolkien, when crafting the magic in his lore, was very careful. And it was all developed with an eye towards metaphysical consistency. That there were sort of rules for the construction of a magical system, even if the rules within that system, or the rules within the universe, within the world, within the story, for the characters, are vague, unclear, nebulous, etc. And so what we have is a set, is a weird, a weird interplay where we have a system, a magic system, which is very hard from without, but very soft, at least seeming soft, from within. From a narrative standpoint, it's very soft. But from a world-building standpoint, it is very very hard. Now, this is something I had never thought of before. And he puts this in stark contrast to the magic system in Harry Potter. The magic system in Harry Potter, at least in world, like is rather hard. Spells with a wand a wand is required for a spell, and those spells do very specific things. Each one does exactly one thing, and it does it in a consistent, reliable way, etc., etc. Now, this is relatively hard because magic is very predictable and its restrictions are quite knowable. However, from a world building or from a writing standpoint, that is very clearly not the case. Because when Rowling needs magic to do something, she has the option of just coming up with any given new spell for any given new purpose, and there's no real restriction on what kinds of spells she can have the characters come up with or have sort of always existed in the world. And because there is this ambiguity, there's this sort of looseness to how magic works. She can be vague and she can come up with anything. It opens up. It opens up the magic system from writing limitations, even if there are still solid in-world limitations, let's say. There are theoretical limitations in the world, but there are not the same theoretical limitations into what she could, in theory, write into the world without contradiction, without contradicting how it all works. And that's all because it's not exactly clear how magic works. Yeah, it channels the innate magical energy in an individual through the wand. Fine. What does that mean, and how does that work, and what are its limitations, and what exactly is it capable of, etc., etc. Now, there are some fundamental laws of magic that are set up in the world. Things like you can't create food out of nothing, I think, is one of the things. There's 3 of them. I forget what they are. But magic can't create food, basically, is one of them. And there's a couple more. Can't bring back the dead is the other one, but then she breaks that rule. So, whatever. But yeah, there's a couple of rules. But those rules are unclear, and it's unclear why they work that way. And so to break them is not to disrupt the world, it's just to say that there's a weird, unique, special magic item that can do it. Something like that. Whereas if you were to have magic that didn't fall under the auspices of the Valar in The Lord of the Rings, it would be strange, it would be world-breaking, and it would be out of place. This takes some... This is a little bit... This is a little bit sketchy, the look mechanics. Anyway, it's fine. Alright, I'm gonna go sell off a bunch of this stuff. If you'll excuse me, I'm weeding your gardens. And so what we have here is basically the inverse of what I was talking about with Tolkien, where for Rowling, you have a very hard magic system in worlds, right? In the narrative, you have a hard magic system. But from a world-building perspective, from the outside, from an external point of view, it's a very soft magic system because the author can produce any kind of a magical MacGuffin or magical result or magical mechanic that she wants to without it being weird or contradictory. Whereas in The Lord of the Rings, it's a relatively soft magic system in the world because it's not it's not exactly clear what the capabilities of magic are, even within these limitations. However, it is very clear, and it is very clearly defined, what kinds of magics the author could come up with and could implement in the world. And so, we have a weird inverse scale of hard and soft. We have a weird inversion, let's say, of how we traditionally think of hard and soft magic systems. And I think that he had a really good point with this. And I think it relates very closely to that video that I posted a couple weeks ago about this idea of divine providence and how it interacts with free will and stuff like that. If you've seen it, you'll know what I'm talking about. This is the one where I bring up a couple of models of how we can understand Valerian, how we can understand God's the relationship between God's will and the will of creatures, and then analogizing it to different modes of storytelling, both good and bad. And I basically argue that that the roughly Thomist model is the model for not only a correct understanding of the world, because I'm not quite a Thomist, but I'm close enough. I'm an Anselmian, really, but close enough. This kind of primary and secondary causality model, it also forms by far the best model for storytelling, not just for the actual cosmos and God's actual act of creation and governance. Because the other alternatives are things like Deus Ex Machinas, which are something like open theism, where God interacts with the world as if he were a character. And so a Deus Ex Machina, which is again a kind of crappy plot device, it is like the author entering into the narrative almost like a character and fiddling and shaping things around. Whereas, by contrast, another bad model of storytelling is the sort of nonsensical narrative, where there is no overarching, there is only the overarching plot, where everything is purely determined by the author and not by, well, how would these characters interact with this or that situation? It doesn't, like, characters and such don't develop organically in this kind of a story. And I analogize that to occasionalism, which is the theological doctrine, heretical, of course, but held to by Calvinists and Calvinists and Muslims and some others. That everything is the absolute sovereign will of God, and that the will of creatures is irrelevant. The actions of creatures are causally inert. In other words, that every action that we do, or everything that we do, or that sort of thing, is merely an occasion for God to directly act. And so, because of that, it's very analogous to the kinds of stories, the kinds of bad stories and storytelling that we see, where it's not actually, it doesn't actually make sense why a character is doing something from the internal perspective of the narrative, only from outside. So basically, the explanation for why an event happens in the story is so the plot can happen, or something like that. Which is, of course, incoherent nonsense. All right, let's see. Let's sell all of that.
Take care.
Other. All of them! They have 76. They have 76 sovereigns, so I'm fine. I can sell enough of this. All right. Quest item, food. No. Let's haggle a little bit.
Can we do something about the price?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
A little bit. I'm not going to go too much. Let's go 46.
We agreed.
Lowe's, drop the price a bit more and we'll shake on it.
Okay, fine. How about there?
See now? I knew we'd come to an agreement.
Nice. Now that is a nice wad of cash. I'm just going to call them sovereigns. I know they're called groschen, but I'm just going to call them sovereigns for a while. I'll figure it out. I'll settle on groschens eventually, but for a while, I'm probably just going to be referring to them as sovereigns. All right, so the last thing we have to do is pick up ale.
God save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
but still.
Your beauty, of course.
Oh, noble sir. I'm as honored as any simple maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
I need ale for father.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course. Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Out of the question. Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
Oh my gosh.
You too. Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Raniak?
I suppose.
Raniak?
He's a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like father. I'll be going now.
I mean, you gotta defend yourself, right?
See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Is that so? Now what would that be?
Your favorite, Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
Oh my gosh. Game saves automatically at important moments. Save it immediately, drink, save your schnapps. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, so saving is a limited resource. Oh gosh, okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. That's troubling. But okay. Alright, while it's still cold, let's go back to Pa. What do you want? My cat just winked at me.
About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
Sorry it took so long. It was a bit complicated.
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us.
Yes, Kevin. Bonk.
Look at that, man.
Or, sorry, bonketh.
Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
Oh, that is
What's the
gorgeous.
inscription mean? Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin?
Libera nos Domine.
Lord Radzig ordered it.
Something Libera nos Domine. I couldn't catch the first part.
This will be the finest sword I've ever made. We got the charcoal. Good.
Something
Fire
free
up
us,
the
O
torch,
Lord.
Put it all together. By the way, someone paid me a call. I reckon you might know what it was about.
I'm not sure.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure you and your friends threw dung at Deutsch's freshly whitewashed house. He was here with the catchpole earlier, and it was not a friendly visit. What got into you, Hal?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? You can go and clean up the mess you made and apologise to him. I have a trade to run. The German pays well, and having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. You understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. Then we'll never have this conversation again.
So you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of our king?
The boy gets caught, making a fool of himself, and he still hasn't learned his lesson. So Deutsch spouts rubbish, and what? You turn into a common thug. You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
Now that's some good fatherly advice. Gotta appreciate that. That's great. That's great. He's gonna die soon.
Right, we'll do the grip.
Oh man.
I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing.
Okay, so we burn the grip on. Nice. Cool. Well, hot. Coolly hot. Hotly cool. We're gonna do this without gloves? Oh god. Okay.
Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Okay. I was deeply concerned that was going to go horribly wrong for a moment.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going?
We've got the incompetent versus the evil. Very typical
Give it here.
of politician types.
And we'll put it all together.
Oh gosh, that's right. Keened pommel. I totally forgot that. For some reason, I forgot that threaded pommels did not exist in the Middle Ages.
That's magnificent.
Indeed
Oh yeah, it is. Look at that.
The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
All right. There's Teresa. Okay. What's this? Within? Excuse me. Withing 1 minute will add 30 health to the best hangover effects. Cancel the effects of the Lazarus potions. Let's actually just take this. Actually, you know what? Let's take all. We're gonna need it at some point. I'm sure we will. Okay.
Henry, what are you waiting for? Bring those
I
nails.
got it.
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering. Will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
You've gone deaf.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Oh, I see. I see.
Fine lass, eh?
That was...
Now, stop staring at her and come and see this.
That was,
It's time for the trial by fire.
Wow, that is a thin blade.
We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a
Let him
commoner?
try it.
Oh, no. Oh.
You
Henry,
still have
no.
work to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us.
Oh, there's
Happy
an
that you
inscription on the
almost
blade, too.
haven't finished?
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work. Very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
I love the
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it.
I guess
Right,
barding?
Martin.
It's not barding so much, but the costuming, I guess, on the horse. There's got to be a name for that. The
It's been an honor,
brocades.
says Svan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzik. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history.
That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it, like Sir Radzik said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them, or beat them?
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
That's an army. Would seem to be, at least.
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important for trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Mura's in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzik. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. Use me.
Oh, geez, we've already got arrows landing here? That high into the village? Wow, okay, that's... Jesus. Okay, I mean, I know it's just mail, but an arrow piercing all the way through 2 layers of mail like that, and the throat, is,
Close the gates! Move! Come on, we're closing! Move it, people! Come on!
that seems a tad unrealistic to me, at least.
Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the gates! Right, people, come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Ah! Get through the gates!
Oh, see, yeah, a half sword like that? That's very... That is a very realistic way to take out mail. To punch through mail like that. Now, on the other hand, that, I don't know if that was a... Oh, yeah, that's a brigand. That's a shirt of plates. It looked like there was... that one of the knights had scale. Which is odd. Yeah, you know how I said, like, not 10 minutes ago that he's gonna die soon? Well.
Come on, Hal! You can still make it! Run!
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, unarmored, I'm probably a bit faster than all of those guys, and full mail with, oh, no, not just mail, but shirt of plates, too.
Run by the moats! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
Talmberg, huh? Pat, what in the world? Hey, quit scratching the carpet. Sir Radzig Kolbia's sword. Let's go! I started. Run. Ride to Talmberg and get a horse. I assume that the order of that is inverted, that we have to get a horse and then ride to Talmberg. I also don't know if we will be coming back here. That is, that's actually one of the things about, this actually fairly standard, oh gosh. This being a fairly standard, way more warning than Suddenly Army. Oh gosh, wait, how do I draw a sword? How do I draw a sword? Oh god, how do I draw a sword? Oh, I can't. Okay, I need to run. How do I help Teresa get away from the attackers? Okay, better run and save yourself. Okay, yeah, I was gonna do that, damn it. Who was on watch on the walls? They couldn't see over everything. Yeah, yeah, that's actually a good point. The positioning of this village seems very poorly poorly laid out. Like, it seems to me, at least, that the village is okay. Yeah, we're in a bowl. Yeah, this village is in basically not even a valley, in a bowl. It's like we are surrounded by hills on all sides. Oh, you just run? Oh, but I'm supposed to help Teresa. Turbo. Okay, I have another cat in here now. Oh, I'm tired. See? I have another cat. Hello, cat. Stop it, cat. Uh-oh. 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 Camera! Ah! Get fixed. There we go, fixed. Okay, so, horse. Okay, fine. Oh, there's my horse. It is my horse. Oh, mount. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a silver mining colony. They should have keep a higher position for sure. Yeah, I mean, I would think they would have watchtowers up on some of those hills, right? What about Teresa? Did I actually help her escape or no? Ooh, they have short bows. Ooh, that is period accurate, but very rare. Relatively uncommon. That is common enough for 15th century. 15th century mainland Europe. You don't know how to bandage your wounds. Oh no, that's not good. Oh, ow. I've been shot.
Left. Talmud is to the left, along the stream.
Okay, yeah. Left.
Flee!
Yeah. Go! They'll kill you all!
Oh, look. A little, I guess, grave marker there? Conciliation cross, huh?
Flee! Flee to Talmberg!
Right. Yeah, a silver mine would also be a relatively wealthy town, I would think. In such a wealthy town would probably have significant defenses. I mean, it has quite the castle, to be fair. Which is a well-positioned castle. Oh, jeez. I'm being shot. Evasive maneuvers. Oh, man. How can I look can I look behind me? No, I can't. Oh! Hello! That's not good. Ow! Ow! Okay, got it. Fine. Oh no, my horse has an arrow in its side. That's not good. And so do I.
archery, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose!
Ooh, it's the full face helmet. That's interesting. Those I don't actually know the history of the full face helmets.
Quickly! We're closing the gate!
Okay, I'm probably gonna need a hand with this arrow in my leg. On Sears? Is that what those were?
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages.
No. I have chilled wine. This is something, I suppose.
Tell me, boy, who are you, and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tartars?
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
And he's got the God, I forget what those are called.
I'm gonna pull that arrow out.
Oh, this is gonna suck. It's not technically a brigandine, but it's similar. It's like the strip mail, that kind of thing. It's
easy.
Kind of a mid-grade armor between mail and plate.
The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging. I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand?
Enough. Yeah.
There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage?
So this guy is not actually the Lord. I would have almost thought he would with armor like that, but no, I guess retainer, knight, something like that.
Sir.
Oh.
This is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard.
Oh my god, I love this.
Tell me, boy,
I love the decor
what
inside.
exactly happened? Did you see the insigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So,
oh man, it's a depiction of the Garden of
I don't
Eden
know
on
what
there or
army it
anything.
was,
Oh, it's
but it was
great.
huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language.
I love this.
They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle.
I'm way too happy right now for what's happening in the story. I'm very sorry, but I just can't get the grin off my face just because of the perfect medieval aesthetics.
Recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stone.
So there were sabers.
Skalitz is small.
I was thinking they were messers, but I guess not.
Sigismund attacks. They can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway.
Yeah, see that up there?
Thank
above his head?
For risking your
Very
neck
traditional
for
depiction of the
us.
Garden of Eden. Oh, with the lamb, with the Lamb of God. Wow. Oh, okay.
Make sure you
Okay.
get something to eat and some rest.
Very
Yes, sir.
interesting
And
iconography there.
get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
They have non-British accents here. Generic Americanized type of thing. That's interesting. Ride to Talmberg. Okay.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
Oh, thank you.
I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsman.
Oh, geez, yeah, I'm hungry, huh? Can I just eat this? No. Poor quality arrow. Is this the arrow that shot me? Oh God, really? That's just... Can I just eat this? No, can't. Where is the kitchen, anyway?
I have a kin there.
Robard reminds me of Admiral Pelion. Oh God, he does. He really does. Yeah, I didn't realize that.
I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss.
Ah, milady.
Yeah, no, my God, he
You're
looks
fortunate
exactly
that
like
good
Admiral
Lady
Pelion,
Stephanie
100%.
of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojana here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then.
Yeah, I'd probably
Eat
say
your
so.
fill. And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, my lady. Young
kind
Henry
of you.
here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
All right, I will. I'll do that, I suppose. Yeah. We finished the tutorial, and oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm.
Must.
Lentil mash.
Eat.
Eat. Ooh, stuck. Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm very sorry for the very out of place joy. Ooh, wine. But I absolutely loved that. I absolutely loved the designs of that. In that sort of noble chamber there. That's fantastic. It's so beautifully colorful, everything about it just is just correct. It's just absolutely right. Cheese, 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 cheese. Duck. Oh wait, that's enough. All right, and I need to sleep. Okay, out of energy. Gratuitously out of energy.
Jesus. I could really do with some sleep.
Yeah, so the duck put a dent in my hunger, however, it also made me tired. Appropriately enough. Is it this place? Is this where I'm going? Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Sit. Take off my boots. Here, I'll just do this. Unequip.
Please tell me what happened at Skalitz. I have kin there.
I'm sorry, hold on. I guess I'll talk to this guy first. I'm really tired, but I'll talk to him.
It was a fine sunny day until Sigismund came with his army. I saw him sitting there with his red beard and proud posture as he gave the signal to attack.
Oh no.
I ran to the castle for shelter with the others. Behind me I could hear the shouts of the attackers and the screams of the wounded. Then I turned and saw father trying to save mother. They were both killed. The gate was closed by then. The men on the battlements were calling to me to run and warn you here. And with God's help I made it.
I am falling asleep. Literally falling
You
asleep.
were very fortunate to survive. And God bless you for warning us. I'll pray for you, lad.
Thank you, friend. Yeah, let's definitely go to sleep now. I'm about to collapse. Why is it doing that? I'm gonna sleep for 12 hours. Are they really waking me up after 2? Please tell me that's not happening.
If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes?
they're waking me after 2. Thanks. That's handy.
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady... No,
Thanks for stopping by.
But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady... thank you. You really shouldn't... You could have sent a sermon.
I was going to. But to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been.
Erica says, "Woman, get out of his room." Yeah, presumably.
For you solace.
I don't know.
To let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been
yeah,
through
hon,
a
I
terrible
assume she's
ordeal.
not being a whore, but it's possible.
I know what it is to be left alone in the world. Although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it. If you feel
Open
like
door
it.
policy for visiting random blacksmith sons. Yeah, you'd think so. Yeah, I don't know. It's we can assume that this is perfectly innocent, but it's at least impropriety, like significant impropriety. So yeah, let's I guess just tell the story. Sure.
You're right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. I went the tavern to buy ale for father. I know it's a job for a groom, but I didn't mind. because my
Why is it
girl
not showing
Bianca-
me? Am I laying down again?
I courted her a while and we agreed to meet in the evening, but our meeting was never to happen.
Oh, dear boy.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home.
Oh, he's over there, okay.
I promised father I'd help him with his work.
Sitting on
and I
the
was looking
air.
forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzik. Father and I always chat in the forge. On that particular day, I asked him if he'd teach me swordsmanship. He said no. He said it's better for a man to keep his head on his shoulders than lose it over some pointless heroism. If only you'd known what fate had in store for us.
Oh.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz. I looked towards the tavern and saw a group of Cumans chasing down my Bianca, murdering her for sport. There was nothing I could do to help her.
You mustn't blame yourself. She's with the Lord now.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror.
Kind of? No? Fleeing? Running away?
It will haunt me.
Bravely run away? I mean, to be fair, that was actually quite brave running away, but
Terrible. How could something like that
running away,
happen?
drawing them off. That's true. That's bravely
God
running
alone
away.
knows why he let such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful. Heavens, as Sir Robin, who had nearly withstood the
barely
vicious
18
chicken
years
of
old,
Bristol.
and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went
There
to
can be
Prague
courage
to
in running
appeal
away,
to
though.
the
Like,
king
legitimately. I don't want to
and sought help
discount
from
that.
Divish's friends, but
Talk about that in
all
a moment.
to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Harville punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep.
Yeah, squints as well.
I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Erica says we do not need scandal this early in the friggin' game. Yeah, I agree. That's a bad thing to develop. Especially as we are guests here. Yeah, I don't think there is an option to let her go or not. I think it's just she goes. But I'm suspecting it's setting up something for later. But we'll see. Yeah, so...
Wake up. You don't want to miss this.
Thanks.
What's happening? Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
A company? Like, good guy company? Hold on, let me put my shoes on. Anyway, so what I was saying is that I do actually think that entirely true. It's entirely possible for it to be, for running away to be courageous. Right? The graphics are unfortunate. It makes Henry look a bit empty in the head. I think he's meant to be a little bit empty in the head, but maybe not as much as he actually does look. Up to the battlements, right? It's this way. Good. Sorry? Oh, here we go. But yeah, so it's, I do think that actually, that running away can... Oh, I'm not supposed to be in here, really? Not in the private area anymore. What's in this... I'm not going to steal from them yet. Oh, this isn't where I'm supposed to be?
What?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You.
Went the wrong way. Sorry. But yeah, I think it actually can be courageous to run away under the right circumstances. Right? It actually takes a great deal of courage to do what one knows is right in the face of difficulty, and that can be difficulty of watching terrible things happen and knowing that you could try and do something and then almost certainly fail, or you could help. You could help further by, in this case, running away. Because if you run away in a case like this, you're actually going to be far more helpful than if you try desperately to stay and fight, knowing that you will fail. Courage is not about just doing the dangerous thing. Yeah, I did not steal from Lord Davish. I accidentally thought about it. That's all. But no, it is. It's courage. Courage is the virtue of doing the right thing in the face of difficulty, not just doing the dangerous thing.
Quickly, do you understand?
So like I said, doing what he did, running away, getting help, sending word, was in fact the courageous thing to do, and also drawing off a group of these bandits, of these Cumans. That is bravely running away. It's a weird thing to say, but it's bravely running away. That's functionally what we're talking about. So, all right, let's see what's going on.
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the elements of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did this boy?
Eric says, Cumans makes me want Mexican food now.
Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started.
I love cumin.
And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
But so,
I'll be with you.
does that mean I get a bow? Or a crossbow?
Halt! Who goes there? Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robber? Sir Ansig. What a
Oh.
relief. Is his lordship there with you? Yes,
How did he
sir,
get out?
Right here. What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
How the hell did they get out?
Scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men.
Huh.
As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
Yeah, this seems sketchy.
He made
You're
it
right.
to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle in all clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of
So maybe it's not a
defense
trap.
and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny.
True.
I am sorry
Like
about
I was just
what
saying.
happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help it. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I
Ooh,
see
what?
you've grown a thick skin since
That's a
the
reference I don't
tribulation, sir.
understand.
But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune.
Yeah, Erica, that's entirely possible. So Erica said Ori's realizing they were warned and will go to the next undefended and unsuspecting hold. That is possible.
Dark times.
That is also possible. It does look like they have a great many civilians with them, though, which... I mean... That is odd for an infiltration group. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see, shall we?
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrols. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Scalus people now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled, and report everything to me at once. Understood?
Yeah, none of that did seem very on the up and up. That was, that did seem very sketchy, all told.
What is it you need?
We'll see. We'll see.
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch of the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid.
Yeah, I do like this guy.
Don't worry. I'll tell the men to relieve you later.
I even kind of like the old guy. Don't know much about him, but I like him. God, I can't believe they actually have properly sized battlements, too. Look at that. That is actually proper. This is the right height, chest high. You can fire an arrow. You can loose an arrow down through here, and then you can duck behind proper cover. The only thing missing is machiculations, but, I mean, fine. Oof. Kevin says civvies would make a very effective cover story. A twist on the old Trojan horse. True. Damn it. Torch made me night blind. That's better. I'm just out on patrol, huh? Another cat. Sorry, sir. You look more important than I am, so go ahead.
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much
Yeah.
will be
How'd
happening
you know?
today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
Skip time! Let's go to, I don't know, 3 hours? 6 or 5 a.m. Or, yeah, that's morning. I'm only disappointed that the hours of the the liturgical hours aren't marked on the clock thing. That's the only disappointment. I did. Wait till morning. This is morning. Look at the sky. It is light out. Hi, sir.
Good health to you.
What do you think about that surprise during the night?
I was surprised, all right. I'm glad them people were saved, though. I'm just as glad it weren't Sigismund. I'm sure he'll come here in the end, too. But now at least we've got time to get ready for it.
Maybe he'll leave Talmberg be.
Maybe, maybe not. Could be he was only out to get Sir Radzig, because he's Wenceslas's headman. And Scarlet's is a rich town, so there was plenty of loot for the taking. 2 birds with 1 stone. So he might be satisfied and leave us alone.
Reckon we'll see soon enough, one way or the other.
By the way, Henry. It is Henry, ain't it? I was sorry to hear about your parents. They've gone on to better
Ain't it?
things.
Really? Ain't does not seem terribly medieval, but okay, fine. Alright, I guess I'll skip another hour, huh? Okay, so I've got a... The Outer Bailey, huh?
Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go! Go!
Ooh, cool. Cool! This is a really neat setup for fortifications. Good lord, that is a huge army.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Scots and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot! Do you want to end up like them?
Good thing they didn't give him a bow.
Von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markvard. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Radzig Kobyla, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately,
that was a dire
the
accusation.
insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzig of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzig is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Yeah, Eric, a good point. His voice actor sounds way younger than he should.
Not at Talmberg, and that he has your loyalty.
Sir Radzig Kobyla is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Yeah, that guy sounds like half his age.
Auf Wiedersehen.
At most. You're right. It's a little odd. Oh, don't worry, Henry. You'll kill him eventually, I'm sure. You know how these stories go. God, those are a lot of different banners.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
Well done. Now that is diplomacy. That was great. That was good. That was very good. Oh man, I love a nice long-bladed spear like those. Delightful. It's an aesthetic preference, really, though. It's not all that practical. I mean, it's relatively practical against unarmored opponents, but in terms of very low from skillet. Yeah. As far as armored opponents, it doesn't actually help that much. The length of the spearhead is somewhat helpful, but it's not like, oh god.
Look out!
Sorry for your head. That was my fault, really. All right. Should I use up that limited resource for saving? Oh, I can just do. Oh no. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna wrap up there, huh? This will cause you one of your savior schnapps. Darn. Well, I just used it, so I guess I'm gonna call it there, huh? All right. Well. Oops. I didn't mean to click that just yet, but that's fine. It's about midnight anyway, so it's a good enough time to wrap up. So, first of all, I've been loving this game so far. This is fantastic. It is an incredibly compelling story. There's been a ton of storytelling so far, and not a lot of the sort of. Okay, I was about to say there's not a lot of mundane RPG grinding, but my god, did I do a lot of herbology just as a beginning, as a start. Kevin says no, because I probably shouldn't have used a savior schnapps. You autosave at the end of the speech. Damn it. Damn it. Well, okay. I figured I did. Can I delete a save file? I have a question. If I delete the save file, do I get the schnapps back? While you answer that and try and figure this out, I'm gonna rant about a little more about the game. You'll get plenty of. But if I delete the save file, does it return it? That's what I'm looking for. I assume it will, but I don't know. I'll let you know. Let me know if that actually works like it seems like it would. Anyway, I am enjoying this game a lot. It's a lot of fun. It is mostly been it's been very, very story focused at this point. I'm actually wondering if it's going to continue at this rate. I know that this game has a reputation for being kind of grindy, and I do plan on doing some sort of off-stream grinding kind of stuff. Whether that's RPG kind of elements, doing the whole gathering and looting kind of thing, or if it's crafting or all that kind of stuff. I do plan on, time permitting, doing some of that off stream. We'll see. But for now, I think I am just going to continuing on as we have been. We'll see. I'll let you let me know on that. But in any case, like I said, I will be putting I will be putting a few things in the description. Load 8 and check it before you delete 9. Well, they're the same minute. They're literally the same minute. Both of them are 11:53. So, worst case scenario is we listen to the speech again, which was a cool speech, so I don't really care that much. So I think that should be fine. Run! Early surprise. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's... Here, let me just load it. Let's see how this works. I'm assuming it's right at the end of the speech or right after the speech. But yeah, that's a good idea. Anyway, though, yeah, yeah, see, it's right here. That's what I thought. Cool. That means I can delete this. Yes. What's that? What's this? Why is there a star next to this one? All right. Anyway, cool. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. So, anyway, I've been having a great time. I'm going to have some things in the description. I'm going to throw some things into the Discord as well. Probably mostly. Shadowversity one will be in the history one. The What is a Sandwich will be in the philosophy one. And the other one will probably be in media, the one I was talking about in terms of maybe religion. Because it is about divine causality and such, and so that might belong to religion. So I'll throw that in there. So if you haven't seen any of those things that I was talking about, you'll find them in the description, and you'll also find them in the Discord. Otherwise, once again, I always appreciate any donations that you can throw my way down there at ko-fi.com/ProfessorMcCoy. It really will help out continuing doing what I do. Otherwise, I've been having a great time here, and I'm looking forward to continuing, and I'm also looking forward to continuing KOTOR 2 with you guys. We're actually about to sort of open up the galaxy and go to everywhere else now that we're leaving Telos. So that'll be Monday, and then Thursday we will be right back here. So, thank you once again for joining me. I hope to see you guys next time. Have a good night, everybody.